Penyini Kwasi Attamewu is better than for me to sit for Penyini Kwasi actions to kill me and my children. So you people know, you knew the damage these fools were doing. We saw it. A military man was stoned to death because he was protecting Gabi Ochedakon's friend's site. Dabuasi Osabuasi, Captain Mahama, Yekunu broad daylight. You people know what happened. Yatiane, a lot of guys exposes. Erastus Asardonko site, a woodem, donko, Chema want to me too, a good year sense you. I have women Yamatas of Biancasa. Akuffo Addo campaign when Ghana have for 8 years. But when Jimmy, you people sat down because I can for party. Into me, I canino. Now I'm defend the MPP. The problem we are facing today is because we contributed to the destruction of our water bodies. For 8 years in Kenya, sorry, Nekasa to say, Ekasanda, I can kwasa say Mahaman and me a Harry, and this no me and Tafo, Omia on a 4, Omia Crobo 4, Omia Kwasia Fonti, Mubet Mediomatam, and Mua. In Sudibekuyanina, we will all die. You are foolish. More and I must say Ghana, more can phone, I must say Ghana. National flight BC, a best flight in CA. Nanka and this Nabaya and Kamugun Sakan Kwasiasem. You people sit there and these things all go on. And the Ayatan say Afenyo Markins Akasa. Team, stay with me. Team, you want me to show something? It's okay. Do you still want me to show this? Yeah, we can do it tomorrow. We are going to speak on this again. And then we can speak on this particular table. All right, team. Now, and Afenyo Markins Akasa, Tokonu, the first son. And Tokonu's first son is saying, minority reject removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. The process lacked transparency. To date, no one has seen the said document that established the prima facie against her. Minority, Afenyo Markins, and on your opportunity to speak. Or the constituency, I could see our 500,000 Ghana. And you know, as usual, MPP Fwankwa say, Tokonu, Bonnie Okodi ya Pamono as the Chief Justice, no. Omu say, Anko ye, Enka ye, and that Omu Fili say, Sebio, a quina ye de Tokonu fast, no, establish no more establish evidence against you, no, the constitution, so, I may Pamo Tokonu, no, Omu MPP for Montiasia, Intianya Deng. So, what should we do? Into Munya power, Mube Yobiedi. At the end of the day, if you don't understand the process, go to court. Tokonu is not coming back. Afenyo Markins became so powerful and so disrespectful. The first time in the history of Ghana, a member of parliament felt to say, our power change speaker of parliament was because Afenyo Markins was licking the butt of Tokonu. Now Afenyo Markins or Tafri Tokonu too. At a point, Afenyo Markins did not even respect the judiciary, the legislature, which was independent. At a point, it's not Ghana. Yet to can't assemble our parliament. Now Afenyo Markins and opportunity to sorry Tokonu or say, make sure say you call my case. Now there were so many cases sitting at the Supreme Court. Now Miami we have a children two. No afraid case no with dear Afenyo Markins. At a point, Afenyo Markins, because of Tokonu, the NPP majority in parliament never respected our constitution. And all these things went on. And today, say, Yatina Sidia Usamamiwe, Jumadia Odi, no, Sebio Obokrono, Katasha, any Yomabia Wendy so, and I was say a Chenetwakunya. The people who were enabling a Yadia Mamiwe, no. You see, the NPP at a point after Omu Eyi Tokonu say Omeye Chief Justice, no, they felt to say Tokonu was young, and that Tokonu was one of them, and that they were going to use Tokonu to suppress Ghana. It was when Tokonu came into the picture, and Omukachere say Ghana card kramfazuni so. Omukachere say ukuta passport to cry a useless document. These people told us nobody is a citizen of Ghana except Samiri, who is a foreigner. That is what they used Tokonu to do. The Tokonu baye ebe turning the constitution upside down. They did not respect anybody in Ghana. In fact, during a time and no more power, not Tokonu, Chief Justice, the only thing they will tell you is go to their mother, because they are licking their mother's ass. And that when you go there, their mom will tell you that my children, the MPP children, you cannot do what they do for me. And at a point, we all felt to say, then Omani Yebunisa, Adentina Nipebi Ahajaki Omaino, Afenyo Markins to me peer free parliament. Or disrespected speaker, no the Mikaba Supreme Court in less than 10 hours. Na mami we have free case. Afenyo Markins. So at a point, you will say a chrono. There are some people na ya di bibia mo rani chrono. There were first class citizens and second class citizens. If the minority in parliament, if they feel say the constitution edin juma, we actually talk they don't understand that. They can equally go to court because they tell us that they are good lawyers in MPP. KTM Jimmy no a lawyer. Afenyo Markins Wankasankasa a lawyer. There are so many quack lawyers in the MPP. You people can put a document together and go challenge the decision in the court. Why are you standing in parliament and making noise? Who cares about Tokonu? Tokonu herself knows to say, Wendim Raso, Ebesinne. Why na Ghana wait much emraba kwa constitution ibuswa emere pam Tokonu? Because Ghana constitution e pam Tokonu enya wo enya me e constitution na yedi tumi ahyem no ene ne pam osoro maame. Until you people prove to us say constitution is a mistake, say constitution is nimra bi so, say constitution is biased, then but if you're not able to prove that, to tell us say, until the from the day you establish the case, that day you are not making any case. Go to court and force the court to give you the facts. Never bet say unimumrano, na say unimnyansa che nyina. On say efutu pididi no, ono we Jimmy Kakra. A youthful exuberance. Onyini nchemesa. But on say a Juni Bani team. Afenyo Markins team no, odwen say Ghana fo nyina adwuni so e te say Winiba fo. MPP fo mo Winiba no, Afenyo Markins hu mo say Ghana fo nyina adwuni so te say omo. Enti ana or ne Ghana for kasa, I know just on this sebio MPP apetition for more Winiba na kasa. No, the majority of people are more MPP. Afenyo Markins constituency or more MPP for my junior form. Do ne apetition for sa MPP for mu good sa area hono or your omo MP no. I na argument say because do no apetition or more MPP for my junior form nti. I na argument say yen nyina junior form. Until this guy comes to parliament and then he starts to talk about nonsense here. Assembly of Parliament in it. Listen to the look at this. We believe that in 2028 the minority will be the majority. Such a childish talk. Efutu PDD, the pedophile protector. He talks so childishly because you see, party na onyo monamno onimsa party no dodo ne Jimmy. So in their head, when they say these things to their followers, it makes them feel say they win power. Now, you can't just stand in parliament and tell Ghana for say, in 2028, the minority will be majority. And then the party, some a serious party, Omeka say you are stupid. This is the time for us to reflect on the things we did. This is the time for us to prove to Ghanaians that we basically run this nation down and that we can do better by making sure say we learn from our mistakes for the next 28, 30, 42 years. This is the time you need to make people understand. They say, Mwankasa must say chrono. Now the arrogance and the self-belief, because uwo bi say Masawudu we Jimmy ontumi drunk in kind. Uwo bi say Mustafa Ayedie Salam we Jimmy Hwenanabi. These people see the party foot soldiers, they don't respect them. You just come to parliament and say, in 2028, the minority will be majority. Afenyo Markins, they handed a party, Nanipa 176, so one day and then Ekutao. Afenyo Markins, you led all these people, and Aka 87. Now, say MPP as a political party, so many munyansa. It's a party, no many munyansa, no munjimiya. Even NDC and no more opposition, and no more 136 or so they were able to still reshuffle their leadership because and yes, no leadership in you. They needed some new faces to bring some new energy to show a new direction for the people to see. Say now we have pumped some new gas into our leadership, and it's that the MPP even NDC even changed their leadership at a point because it is not say Haruna Idrisi is bad, Muntakamu they are bad. The party wanted to let the people following them and also Ghanaians understand. Say this is a party that is showing a new face, that is showing a new gas, That is showing a new form of ideology, vision. So we are trying to change the face for people to understand that it's a party of diverse people, diverse ideas. When even the leadership changes, the party will still be consistent. And these things in communication and in politics, it really helps and it goes down. Because someone had the party at the Akwawi Parliament with this number of people. Now you're that's a number that drop about 87. Now as a political party is still rallying behind this guy, then the party is made up of fools. In the chair, Afenyo Markins numbers about 30. And some about so what is the standards? And then I'm going to measure Akwawi performance. And then MPP for mode measure a futu PDD the performance. Then I'm going to measure the performance. And it means to say, if you people don't have a problem with this guy bringing the numbers from where it was to 87, then you will still not have a problem when this guy takes the numbers to 50. That is the message you people are sending out there. That is what you people are telling Ghanaians. And Ghana will not take you serious again. If this guy is still leading people in parliament, what else is he going to add? Then or the Bible come home, he's just going to scream. Or better turn home, or be insinuate, or because where madam for, where they be careful, they will not give you appointment. You they will know you. The party, sir, or Jimmy wants 4 years. Now number free 87, now about 54. That is what he's going to do. He is going to try and showcase himself. He is going to try and you see, this guy, his problem is that the moment he's given the opportunity to speak in parliament, he's not thinking about his party. He's thinking about how good he will look to himself. And he's so steady, he's full of himself. Anytime he's given the opportunity to speak in parliament, it's like, let me prove to MPP for Jimmy Fonse, me a lawyer, now me are qualified to be in this position. But he is not proving to them, say, I can use my intelligence to bring this party back to power. And it's every time so steady in power. When he's given the opportunity to speak in parliament, it is not about his party. It is about making the other person in front of him look less than him. An inferiority complex. People who think Somako school are that's how they feel. So every day, he looks at the other side. He sees a lot of people who are better than him. A lot of people who basically in politics have conducted themselves better than him, who are proactive, who are progressive. A lot of people on the other side who he is trying to be like. This guy wants to be like Akuffo. He wants to be like Ayaraga. He wants to be like the people in front of him. Haruna Idrisu. He still sees himself on that level. No? So his competition is his opponent sitting in front of him. His competition is not to make sure Ghanaians understand the people he's leading as a minority in parliament to bring the MPP to power. It is about himself. It is about what he's wearing, how he's speaking, who he's bantering. It is not about projecting the NPP as a political party, making Ghanaians understand. So he is not thinking about that. It is the deep inferiority complex that is suppressing this guy. And you see, that is why sometimes you see him. All his banters are, I need to pick on this guy. I need to prove to this guy. This guy, Munshano, where do you wine? What do you position? I will ebebre. He is not there. He is there to feel himself, to let people into an inferiority complex. He has done everything in his political career. The NPP still seems so young. He has done everything in his political career. The NPP themselves, they have not still given him that room, that thing he deserves. The way he's feeling, that is the same thing Akuffo Addo felt for 33 years he wanted to be president. Until also he's spending more on how he wants to look. He's talking about his shoes. He's talking about his looks. He's talking about who is not going to get position. He's trying to make sure, say, the people he wants to be like. This guy wants to be like Akuffo. This guy wants to be like Haruna. This guy wants to be like Ayaraga. This guy, he wants to be something. But the people he's leading, the people still don't recognize him as somebody, because MPP4, they still see Oseche Mensah-Bonsu far, far intelligent than this guy. And this guy is trying to match up to that level. He's trying everything possible to be known by force. Address me as Osahin. Address me as this. This is the MPP. So you can see inferiority complex has suppressed his inner their intelligence. So I will share the deep power. That is what you will see. Yeah, it's all about himself. Because he did not get the opportunity to lead. He did not get the opportunity to feel, say, he is in charge. You can see a man who is clamoring, who is trying everything possible to be recognized by his fellow men. If this guy was supposed to be in Yugoslavia and go gay, because he does not know where he belongs. Do you get it? Into any psychology say no. When you watch people like Afenyo Markins, we laugh because he's the easiest, he's the weakest link in the NPP in Parliament. You see, when Ayariga is speaking and Afenyo is speaking, Afenyo feels like, why are you still making me less? He has bought all the shirts, he has bought all the suits, he has bought all the red souls, he has tried everything. Still, he is not getting to that level he wants people to see who he is. And it's in all Breno. And if this guy, everything is about this guy in a few months ago, one can't say he should be addressed as the majority leader. He was having a fight with a reporter. And the inferiority complex. Since he said Osisu as Akora, he has never gotten that thing. And he's still searching for it. This is a guy who was fighting a mere reporter. Why did you address me as minority caucus leader? This is the most childish, foolish thing I've ever seen a politician exhibit on national television. Hey, why are you addressing me? Why are you addressing me? Today you are the minority leader. The guy is so daft. His level of intelligence is so low. It is all about himself. It is about how he wants. Everything is about, don't you know me? Do you know my position? Can't you tell? Don't you know Afenyo Markins? That is him. Into one say or pray. Imbre a friend no. Yamfa osahine amba no ntia say we muna mehwe ni Jimmy. Yene chenchen hine for cry, yamfa chenchen hine maye. Yesterday tie nim. Yamfa na osahine ntini buofu. That is how low. Our Yugoslavia ko gay because onwankasa onim ne gender, onim who he is. So I don't waste my time on this guy. He has our Obika, he has a borderline personality. Yeah, he's on the line. Afenyo Markins is suffering from borderline personality. Onim, see, he wants to be somebody. He's trying. It would study on anything to change the face of the NPP. But NPP no more Jimmy. They don't know these things. Yeah, this is Afenyo Markins. He's on the borderline. This guy, inferiority complex. Or try BBS so enfa. Look at him. My catch it all.
You took the trouble of coming to Parliament with two persons who are alleged to be bailiffs and went to the legal office to yourself, directing officials of the legal office to receive the service of courts in the country. And it is stated clearly there that the speaker can be served on Mondays during working hours. There were reasons why we came to those agreements. You are aware of it. Yet you kept on insisting that service be effected whilst the speaker was presiding over the proceedings of the House. You as leader of the House, as majority leader, you are saying that this was service because you threw the court processes on the table and walked away. Is that how you effect service? Please, to quote the common parlance, don't go there.
With respect, for the past 12 years.
He's on the borderline. He doesn't know. On respect, say he envies a lot of people, some personalities in the NDC, and he wants to be them. So when he goes to Parliament, he's looking at what people are wearing. Ato Shabazi, Eba Shet no Shato. Ayariga, what is he wearing? Look at Haruna, what is he? So he's in competition with nothing. Afenyo Markins, take your time and watch him carefully. Or Yugoslavia and Koyoge or Tomo. I'm telling you. Onim where he belongs. He's on the borderline. And so such a person comes out and says, 2028, we will be majority. How, on what basis do you say that? Now, a whole political party, you want Ghanaians to see you say, you people, a party, more rejuvenated party, no, a refurbished party, no, a changing party, no, still the same crooks, the same jokers, the same liars are leading you. So who is going to be attracted to this party? Now, let's talk about this. And the cabinet at the Assembly Assembly is simple. Cabinet has issued directive to reverse changes made in names of public universities under Akuffo Addo. Thank you, John Dramani Mahama. Nana Danko Akuffo Addo, agovewe wanko school papa biya Ghana. Obedi president no, the oya se o change university din to the bush so. And the John Mahama ama instruction cabinet say, San kwasi din or to the bush so universities no, yansa yenyi ni free. Akwa we de eni sanka in Ghana. Ye be a book be crampo who ne he's or a dead news or a bad news. And the cabinet say any school Akuffo Addo beto ye. Any school Akuffo Addo change din de koto ne papa so ne maame so ne busuafo so no. And the cabinet say yama instructions yan reverse ni nyina for schools ni din enko schools ni. Wo ne busuafo the independence of Ghana you didn't play a role. I want one Akuffo Addo's family member they play a role in the independence of Ghana. One. Also, JB Dankwa JB Dankwa play a role in our independence. So be Ebema speech. Ne afrose be jinawa who play a role. Nana the Dankwa Akuffo Addo ebusie ni bie di wa. You better make us actively. They sacrificed for the Republic of Ghana. None of them. These were United Kingdom watchdogs. In 1960, 1950, 54, 50, 1950, 51, 52, 53, now I'm a pie a boy at 2 trim. They were working in Ghana in 3-piece suit and smoking cigar. These are people who are selfish. Obia saw a lawyer called school abrochiri. These are people who did not contribute a dime. Obo in school back Ghana. From Nena to Nena Nankanswa to ne papa to ne papa. Ebe sinne ubu somwa ye nyina ye call law school. Nobody can point to one factory omusia omda fa Ghana ni ejuma. These are chimsakawa small chicken. They have not contributed anything to the development of this day. Nothing from independence. But akwa we the president no. Why ni timu shine say tete kuraba say edina ono beto na obi esi school ni edin atoso no. Obi abebo bra abechechire Ghana esi school ni edin atoso no. Oba na so ode ne kwase asesa din. Abra wo kuraba wan hihye bi e domi abra. And these are the things sometimes it pisses some of us. Nana Danko Akuffo Addo for 8 years, he wasted our time. Me akwa we, me huna na me bu ofu. Me hu ejimi fo no mto so Akuffo Addo so a, ona na kuta ni mu ti say a toilet cap, ana na me bufu. Akwa we be di power mo hu ana. Otumi gina bedwom no odidi ni patam. Otumi ka cha hemfo so mo sorry. Jimi we. Today he deserves respect from me. Now you Ghana ni na hu akwa we ka say Akuffo Addo there ya feel na wo Ghana ni we jimi. Akwa we ogina hemfo ni ka so mo sorry no mo nchia no. Nipa tietia we. Nipa mu kodu we. Otumi gina nipa mu we. What is respectful about this guy? No respect. Ayana mu Afenyo ma akwa we be ye as president. Otam akonwa sika mu e na odinam Ghana kwasi ampanyi we. Na just abrochi ahwana be prema sadi we asoso because Akuffo Addo de we nyini o na we nyini na we jimi a montia no monka nkyene se de na oye ne nye. And the minimum to Ghana, Senka John Mahama Tamako Nusika no de Nam Ghana, and can quasia for the Namakacha Tafo. Kamube di Bolibam boy for Atem, Diomo Hinatem, Edin Tafo Atem, and Tafo Jimmy. Moi can form quasia for a Kobe Din quasia some Ghana. National anthem, Neba, not to all agent of phone so. Nana the Danko Akuffo Addo, or Bon National anthem, Obi Yare, or my minister and church, Uncle Budi Panukuno, Akwa way dipa, Yason the Suwa Ghana. I know Murefim Juana. Nana the Danko Akuffo Addo be the president. Yakotam America rapper ekrom ha me ekomi fie kura me mani wura eba Jubilee House be numu ri ebe bo nyom wo Jubilee House the seat of government kwasi ampenyi we respect be no and ye dina tema no obi to was on tiasie ye dina tema on tiasie en kwasi ade Akuffo Addo ye nyina no kan nipa ba ko pempo ye bi o Ghana as the president and kan mo kan fon kwasi afon kan den kan mo da hoka Moi can form a can kwasia forma and can the manu dem. What has this guy done? A dear papa be pana gove or yema Ghana. Ye dinner tamanako wua mosabon tiasie and a winini. Now when any penny won fee. Penny away Jimmy or see a catch and so dear we are an send him Yanti Kroma, a dinner Akuffo Addo anye. Ye kasa ye come back near Bobo Bonkwasia dia Akuffo Addo. This guy is full of himself. Only president here would you Ghana. Or snubbing Kofor, or can quasi some Kofor, or Tamakonya Sika mu. Because I'm paying your say, or Baby National Cathedral, Bessin ne. 8 years we di esike nyinama Jimmy we da wonam Ghana we are still paying him. O say Addo na medi Akuffo Addo the Akuffo Addo che Yesu ade papa be na we Akuffo Addo ho akwade Jimmy mom yen kan chen se we Jimmy no mfa nkowu se ne be ya obi su efifi na opeso osu Akuffo Addo a obohu se Akuffo Addo be Jimmy ye di na tam se ne be ya ono so be twe ne ho afri Jimmy no ho na Akuffo Addo di nkwasi asem yese we nyini na panyina Jimmy a won kan chen se we Jimmy. The guy basically wasted our time as a nation. Me see, let's flip the coin. In Kwasiade Akuffo Addo be imagine say Mahama na president and Mahama baba Akuffo American rapper aba Jubilee House abegina abeto nyoma beka fokiwa anka asante hine bekasa anka mampon hine bekasa anka akamemu ahemfu nyina anka bekasa say say de ekosuni anka bantima kejetia anka menu ma sante form ba omugudwom anka mbayi omotode omoto atwi form say bi nsida kwasiafo mutumi kan che Akuffo Addo yeti krom ha na nado danko Akuffo Addo esensene akonwa sika mu dinam Ghana munya mu ye moa yeti ya mom yan kan okura nkyere nkwasiafo we ene ye sore de soso Jimmy so ya soso Jimmy so a magana be edruni enti obi ba na obedi sika na okọ adan a we de wanyini obi ba na obedi sika na ne ma edi yie obi ba na obedi sika na ono de yare bo na ye na kwa abrocha kohwe no obi ba na obedi sika onsi hospital obi ba na obedi sika na mo ahiafo Jimmy fo ru gu ho e defending kwasiafo o ya wo busuam obi ani wa wonya 20,000 Ghana da o do kwasiate ankinkensu e defend Akuffo Addo Jimmy fo awutia o taxes man 8 years a okotu amena se obesi cathedral o ya kwasia mike wo papa no sombosom akwa we ene ne nkofo be gange ye edi musika nyina edi nkwasiasem wo Ghana on to be pointed to one regional hospital o do kwasiate o Akuffo Addo any 10 years no owu e de na obeye ja on Ghana ho na nado danko Akuffo Addo ade na obeja wo nana ebetumi aba o se free SHS abuofunu unim nkwara omnyem wo free SHS green blue red traffic light ode bae na nado danko Akuffo Addo ogina simpie so ka kire se obesi 350 senior high school kwasia o si school akokra ye hwe Akuffo Addo na busuafo te se nwan. We fed them. They were able to order pizza from UK. Now kwasiafo to Jubilee House. No mudi. Na obiti de bantama. Na adiat sanajo. Na onya baby fan it into a hospital. Kwasia. What was Akuffo Addo nyeshi? Akuffo Addo boni obedi okro ebini. We sit in this nation. John Kuma eti asantimemu as an MP. May he so rest in peace. Yare bo John Kuma asantimai. Yentimenya hospital bi ensewu John Kuma. Kwasia. Nka o hene na nka sa yare de to na. Nka na beka de okano. Mo Jimmy ni ate Ghana nipa bi ba no mo take advantage of you no mo din kwasiasam and they hide behind what we call adie your friend penyini na some penifo mo gu Ghana na bia ne go America ade na kwasiafo yare de mo ba America be hwe mo yare because mo amudi o mo chiri mo Jimmy. You people don't want to tell them the truth. So medi penyini kwasia tamewu a is better than for me to sit for penyini kwasia actions to kill me and my children. And then ya tene mo ma a Jimmy phobia say Ghana. Who the hell is this fool? Weja abrantie we de ene o nyini nche me mabru teenager at least me wunna ma wo mienu at least me wunna me so me testy abrabo so I'm not scared. I want you to know Jimmy na body team no anything yete hande mama yenye serious as a nation galamsi a yeku ye nyina ye ni me bia start here. We know where it started from. Yet Ghana na ye we mu de na we mu de ye nka we nim na we de wa nim ye hu ni po ye de kwase ate wasa ye nsuo nyina say and after 1 year pe mo se Mahama me solve galamsey problem mo ye ntwamoa mo Jimmy ye tena krom ha ahemfo ti kronim ahema ti kronim asofo ti kronim na excavator si su de from Paul Boateng the report be ma Akuffo Addo kwase ampanyi say enkofo we na say nsuo na nado danko Akuffo Addo pepa na tokoto twene o do kwase ate wo blemu Mahama ne say Mahama solve galamsey wo ye kwase 8 years machines nsuo mu ahemfo ni nyina munim mu ahemfo ni nyina mu nyina I won't take anybody out. You people, some of you have greater concessions in Ghana. Mu nyina mo nka no kre akonwa na motete so na mo ye galamsey ne be kum nyina to atwene. You people know, you knew the damage these fools were doing. We saw it. A military man was stoned to death because he was protecting Gabi Ochedakon's friend's site. Dabuasi Osabuasi, Captain Mahama, Yekunu broad daylight. You people know what happened. Yatiane a lot of guys say exposes. Erasus Asardonko site and Woodem donko chema want to me too a good year sensio. I have women trans obiankasa. Akuffo Addo Kwasiampenyi we nante Ghana for 8 years. But when me Jimmy, you people sat down because a Kamfo party. Into me na me asa akanino na me kwasia betre defend the MPP. The problem we are facing today is because we contributed to the destruction of our water bodies. For 8 years in Kenya, sorry, ne kasa ite say e kasa nda akankwasa se wenke hu. Mahama ne ya hare and this no me entafo, omo ya wonafo, omo ya krobofo, omo ya nkwasiafo nti mo betume di omatam emmoa. Insuo de bekuye nyina, we will all die. You are foolish. Mo ena mo say Ghana, mo akamfo na mo say Ghana. You are Ghana's biggest problem. My mo wa beifo bi o, se die yo, mo nti bibia ase, mo say ntwamwa ena mo gu Ghana. Mo akamfo including myself. Mo ni mu nyansa. Ye ni akamfo ye ni mu nyansa, ye Jimmy. Yeah, we are too foolish to the point we don't even understand what will save us. Ade ebeji na ne say no. Mo akamfo including mo Jimmy. Ghana problem aye ko mu nyina ya akamfo. Yani akamfo, yani say Ghana no. Again kind of selective kind of building a nation no. Until suddenly, after 7 months, 8 months, Mahama na de galam say ba moa. Na me amalahama kaba me nyina num galam say nso na wu. Me Mahama, see the effort this government is putting in. The lands minister is not sleeping. The president himself, see what they are doing. Yetna kromo ha 8 years. Chema wuntumi kwasia wetina santimemu. Otna otumfo hwena no eyi gold gu table so na otumfo chedam ebo ni nsem. Morrison alternative so kasa santifo ahemfo nyina mu ya adantrafo. Amanfo tena dem bo ni nsem. Abayo bi tena nkran. E kasa ye twene free Kumasi ba nkran ba Kumasi ebe fe ne to edidi na tem. What kind of life is that? Ade nkwasia sam nya so sa ba beduru ha no. O ka kan say o via man come to Kumasi na Kumasi ship ba ho. Kumasi na moton ship ba ho. Yeti kroma na nkwasiafo be ka kire mo say ya be international airport wo Kumasi. And plane Frabruchi, KLM, Lufthansa, DND, auto land in Kumasi, Yatamotufo, Decha de Chetise Conco, Nibesi Kumasi Airport, S. Dinwa Grosse, Adietia, international flight BC, EBC flight in CA. Nanka Endis Nabaya, and Kamugun Sakan Kwasiasem. You people sit there and these things all go on. Into Jiminti 2028, there's time to me my PPBM. The kind of disrespect you people sponsor. The nonsense I also saw Ghana. Yatiti Ghana wa nkwasiasam nti tribe nti nipa bi jinsom ye nipa chen nipa bi and yeso nkwasiasam so. And some people believe say it is a nipa bi asem nti akwa we ni group ba no ma say Ghana no for 8 years businessmen lost all their monies. Pensioners DDEP ye hwe pensioner nim ni agi ni sika ne wakowu kwasia na nwu. Nti you sit there and Akuffo Addo dia why dey Bawomia, Kennedy Japan, Brane Champon, Kentry, any Kobne Japan, Sanquasia 4-5 way, a dear no my ye, a dear support to Ghana. Obia Bejinawa, and I'm a whisker, and I'm a boy. These are foolish people. Enti, most sorry now, but TV so, Namobaye, Galamse, Diesino, Mesamo Bodam, Memia Mahama, Kamamans to Nekuyina. Sebe Kume Kumoso. Because Edua, Enquire Benin say or say a casa. A dear Quasia Samono. Suddenly, Ubia TV, the Galamse menace. Right now, our water bodies with some Kwasiafo. And this is one more Akuma Pantra me. Coming few be our Ghana. And right now, look at our water bodies. Look at na champagne she insûlted so de every day. Erastus, sorry, don't call. I remember when Erastus team. I remember when Erastus came to America, before Erastus came to America, now me titi news and I'm a friend. Say what's going on? You people under MPP, namu penekuno. He had to move his family. These are things that we are not even supposed to talk about. At a point, I was say Erastus moving a year and mbako tina baby. No so tina baby. Na okofie kwa na otete. Under Akuffo Addo Kwasiampenyi way. Under you these same fools. Because Oya report on Galamsey Essensio. At a point, he wanted to leave the country. But people sacrificed, put everything on the line. Etina Kronim. Maneza Azuri Kwasia we kasana motete Ghana so Jimmy way. When he became critical, Kwasia South Africa. The new lines say a binning Jimmy is ano. He takes money and he does stories. He wants to destroy people's lives. Manaza, sorry. Okocha throw the MPP ba power. Okacha Ghana for so akonsa confirm to kwasia 10 year boa. Satam na ye sada. We hu confirm ya sa confirm to. Kwasia we kwaji ska ogabi ocheda akon ebetena TV so because he wanted to be known. And then he wants to try and please his own people. He has destroyed the northern region than anybody. Anka sada. Etimi eko enim. Elastic akra ba omiamo beto aso anka nyende ene ti ha yede entafo nkwara eba santimemu mombe so aso ankofo dwoma. MPP ba power omu change sada ekoye no NDA Northern Development Authority ba omia nuaba ne da no ende ya chena tum kwasiafo omu gu ni nyina samia ukuri kojo opon mo tricycles a edija sada over 400 omu kwasesa ni nyina ba santimemu ebe chema amoma de ye taxi ade nkwasiama ne ebubu ni saa no yete omo obi ankasa ene Akuffo Addo ene MPP ye jiminti 1 year ye remfi ne ama mutumi na mkwasiafo mo je tumi ya henie inwan mojiza tumi eya konwa obidi mojiza tumi ye baba ye den akweside mojiza tumi ye de baba gurukete tumi ye mfa ndi agro. Governance is different from chieftaincy, and you people need to get it in your head. If you are not ready to live within the laws of this land and make sure the right things are done, get the fuck out of Ghana. Me as a city, I don't give a fuck about anybody. It is what's supposed to be done right. And ya so song kwasia samso for a long time. Hweketi ya mo Jimmy ana o Jimmy. Hweketi ya mon penyi toto hwe Jimmy ana o Jimmy. Ewo adanse asokwa. Hwe Jimmy ana o Jimmy no. We oji newu hwe Jimmy ana o Jimmy every single day na ekinso concert party. Every fucking day. Na papa kokura we ana hwe agu we ogina parliament na o put seponko. Ni ata minister mano. We live in this country like ni asie nyina ya bodam. Ahemfo so son kwasi asam so. Ahemfo so son kwasi asam so. Impenifo mo bekasa. Na amanfo ye galamse wo monsa ase so. Now you people will turn around and say you are going to speak against galamse. Intinami ametia na maji wedi. Oyo hene. Ye galamse wo asa susu nyina. You cannot stop it. Na dia chewe frantuma ashe chow chow. Je fans beka je so wo beka sentimentie. What should I listen? You are sitting in shit. Clean that shit first. Pipa bini na utimu no. Inti ena mu peje mabetiti Ghana ena yo hene ena me yo hema ena me yo sofo ena enkwasiade yanom nkwasia nsuo. Power to me amoje mode yeden. Better the lives of your people. Let me show you this. Here there. Na Akuffo Addo about power. Edin universities edin bi odbeto so. University of Energy and Natural Resource in Sunyane was earmarked in 2019 to be renamed after one figure in the MPP tradition, Kofi Buzia. Kwasiafo mo nsi school. Schools na mo beto ye no. These are the names they were given to the schools. Kwasiafo mo nsi school bako in their life as a political party. Now, Nana Addo Dankwa renamed the University for Development Studies, UDS, Wa Campus and named it after SD Dombo. Kwasiafo. Obenemu UDS, SD Dombo. These are foolish people. Because papa we Jimmy for 8 years when 20 school back Ghana. Now he goes on. A prominent politician from United Party tradition, it is now known as the Simon Diodon Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies in the Upper West region and the CK Tedam University of Technology and Applied Science in the Upper East region. Now, he also renamed the University of Mines and Technology, UMAT, to the George Grant University of Mines and Technology in 2018 in Kwasiafo. Munsibi. Mo party mo free tete Munsi University. And so Kwasiafo in 8 years, mo pese mo change schools in nyina din e de ko mo Kwasia party for dim na yete hehwe mo. These things are all going to be reversed. Or hina also on tiasia no fani Jimmy Nkoda. Politician on tiasia no fani Jimmy Nkoda. The nonsense must end. The fucking nonsense must end. Ya so son Kwasia samsododo. Ya wompenifo bebre organa omwe Jimmy. And we the young ones who take over. Go to Burkina Faso. A young man took over. With this saying, see the way he's fixing the country. Motete Ghana motofufu dwene enkwara na mudi omachi. Obia wo estate e won kran. Obia ko townhouse won kran. Emba se na obetumedi. Ena wo papa penyi toto we di 60 65 70. What wo pre ma ho. E de na wo pe. Again, na mo je was asase we so. Na mo ni pre V8. Na mo nam small girl we share we est. You be film mu nyina nkwasiafo na mo gu Ghana. Munni munyansa. You don't think about anybody. You don't think about it. Today we are importing water. Mo person mo chem say insuo na say no 9 months when insuo ni nyina yes ah nkwasiafo. It started, we sat, we watched, we allowed this nonsense to go on. And when I see some of the young people sit on radio and making the government has to face this, Mr. Okwasia, you were here. Enough of the nonsense. Ya bremo. Ghana nkwana kodura na amount for the position age ehunu nipa. Majority of impeniform Ghana, we omu impeniform Ghana about 10% age before. I'm telling you, we see it every day. Come to Accra. Busomo say why na any apartment complex one kind. Busomo omo tinkan omo tinkan. Emu ahemfo, emu ahema, emu asofo. Why any apartment complex or the other thing? Enkwara jantra for ma. Na wo ba se na oni beda. Wo oba se na betunu nada. Onum Viagra 10 se na betunu oba da. E den na mo, den pa na mo pe. Now, I'm going to tell a story be. Mama Jimmy too much. Now, let me show you this. This is a very important story. I'm a person I can't watch them. And it's about last night I can't watch them. First grade school, second grade school. Saturday no see a chum. And today I saw the majority leader in parliament telling a yedi parliament to say, "Sa adiena your friend grade A, grade B school, no, we need to stop it. We need to end that nonsense." Last me say, Oba Brochia, yeni grade A school, yeni grade B school, senior high school, be senior high school. Now we need to make sure we equip all these schools, make sure we equip the teachers. They all need to. And I like the idea of the e-blocks. Because e-blocks, no, with the same features, with the same design. And with the same, we were supposed to replicate the e-blocks around the nation. Majority of us are your core schools, because of what we saw. When we saw the campus on TV, when we visited our brothers and sisters in these schools, we saw that they have some facilities. Baby, schools now now say e-blocks are Ghana now with the same facility, the same building, the same painting, the same thing. Nobody will be sitting in another region and saying, "Say me person because school I'm crying." Because oko in crying, that's a school so e-blocker, that's a the same facility. What is the difference? But yatina Ghana, this school placement thing now, it is the parents. It's not more about the parents than the students. Because right now, no school a kono and then the child be abetina e party ase. School a kono and the child be abetina e sorry them. School a kono and the child be unkomo bekoso e gathering. Right now, no, the schools now it's more about the parents than the children. And there are a lot of kids who are in some schools. It is not going to benefit them. But ne papa, press bini, ne papa, and the now for phone old student of infantipim, or me old student of presec, or me also into a person say, "Oh, my son self, he get presecu. Abra wouldn't say akorado. That is not the suitable school for the kid." Answer according to school, nasika was seno. Answer, we need to get to that point. That corruption now so in the school placement is because your grade school is grade A, grade B. That nonsense needs to end. And I've seen the education minister Harry Idris doing so well. And then we will say we rap presec. Why unannounced visit near the day. I am excited to say it, but I want to tell him, you have to make sure say school now will be you Harry Idris. You have made yourself like you are a terminator. When people tell you things, you pretend as if you are deaf. And that has been your political strategy. You pretend as if you don't hear. What you do is that, so agenda, you use other people to execute your agenda. Now, when people are trying to correct you, you act as if say you are dumb, but you are not. You know what you are doing. Schools in ABA, make sure the food they are going to supply the schools, it goes. Don't sit in Accra and be in that unannounced visit. From my checks, the schools have not been given food to give to the kids in Kwano school. You are in Idrisu. You are walking around Ghana You are pretending as if so when you're bonnet. You are a potential DND. Would you be perfect? As so far, I like what you are doing as education minister. But make sure we don't want next 2 weeks people to be sitting on TV and blaming schools any heads to say you will be held accountable. Make sure that the schools have received their food. I want people to know I'm working. No? We know you are working. We understand. Education right now is stable. We agree with you. You are putting a lot of work. But don't make it look like say Jimmy. These kids are going back to school again. Now they are in school. We want to make sure the food supply has started. I will say school be the D. So my imagine say school supply no. And then I'm the contract. We are watching you people. We don't want to see anything called school food supply shortage. We want to know because we were promised that these kids are going to get food. And they are going to get food. We will not be living in the Akuffo Addo era where headmasters will be complaining, say, be a school, go and sit down and get the food to the schools. If you have not done that, I'm not going to give you space. And if you are going to put that I want to be this, I want to be that ambition aside, do the job before people will now look at your resume. So get the school feeding going. Because I was listening to one radio, the parents have started complaining that the Manako school, get the food there. Every day you pretend as if say you are deaf. You are deaf. You are not. You know whatever is happening. You have your boys and girls on social media doing your bidding for you. We see them. Then they gang up. They are coming after the person. We know all of them. We don't want to have issues with you. And I don't want to have issues with anybody. Make sure the food gets to the schools this week. And so be an argument say, Obetna Education Ministry want to make money out of this. And that person has a big issue with me. I'm telling you. All right. Now, it's exactly 8:01 p.m. US East Coast time. I'll end it here. And I've started showing in term. And I'm very happy. I still have all of you here watching me. I really appreciate you being part of tonight's show. I'll be back. We will discuss Ghana. But remember, this issue about gold prices and the Bank of Ghana making sure, say, at least we have enough gold reserve. We have to make sure, say, gold, we should cap the gold. We should cap it. Sir, gold 27 tons, at least 28 tons. Let's keep it. The rest, let's sell it now before gold prices drop. This is something I'll be speaking on every day. Because we don't want to get into that position where in terms of gold, 70% is going to affect the economy. This is my humble advice to everyone involved in this. We need to cap the gold we have. Our gold reserve, let us cap it. The rest, let us sell it and make money, real dollar, and save it at the Bank of Ghana. I'll be back to discuss this matter. My name is Kevin Tailor. Thank you very much. We really apologize for the late start of tonight's show. We will make sure we do better next time.
Yes. So, Osajifo Kevin Badu Tailor. Ena Odeni Semno Akinkan Aguho. You see, Biameka MPP for Yenyachim. It's Kruma from 2021. Agalamsi Akuffo Addo abem. Shase Jane home na Kruma. Kan hwasema Yenyano maba mfiri MPP mu. Amekasa ade a mu yi enye da. Ohi ana Kennedy Japan ena na wotai ebashi na ade. Even Frank Anodompre our yen sa umadu ojiri member of parliament ebeka kire say ye ka se obi census a NDC for sen omo enti no yinje omo no omo se omo nsase abusuafo here we are now. Yewra John Mahama and his able MTC team now. They are trying everything possible to solve this Galamsey menace. Here we are. Kwamena Afenyo Markins. HSA. Onu no hu de Yewra John eye. enti no betimi akasa anyhow obetimi aye de ope obetimi kese you see yes na mo ye hypocrite and the more you do that the more the people of Ghana hate MPP. And I've told you the NDC for if they refuse to what deliver, we will go for UP. MPP will never be alternative in 2028 election. Trust me. Either NDC fails or not. And I am praying. Listen, we are all praying John Mahama succeed. We are all praying. Ama John Mahama was succeed. Now MPP for they will not come closer anywhere close to power in 2028. Some of us we are going to do. No matter they are talking, no matter blah 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 blah, do this, do that. You see, na ye kasa. Enko for si kasa yem from ubi ne kai. Enti kwa me dan Afenyo Markins de me bra panyi Kevin Tailor. Wese ne gu no so no kra no sebi. Enye nkwara enye nketo mi nti odi ma memfa ni nsi na mesrew so document betom na wa like na wa share because the biya ye bram content so adwuma ni nye easy o meka the time I record video ya kirewa o yem be show but so mo show ye appreciation to no my am hwe edema yesre mo ohwe nso na wa like na wasia share e ade hia papa na wa subscribe sense mpa no umani mu entre said na Bible eka asempatre let's spread the gospel of Kevin Akuffo Tailor. In fact mid penasem anyo no nka Ghana MPP for atwa fa Ghana so nka japade document by now kan ko free enjoy na Ghana for ye bleedy what you say but by the doings of Kevin Akuffo Tailor Ghana has been delivered from the bondage since 2017. And minor age in a year. Everything in this country you can see say bibia etuto yinka kranka teacher wadwin yankopon ko bibia median mega macrow papa your second channel a comedy in fact upe se usre na release stresser a mega TV plus o YouTube ko Facebook nso a mega ko Facebook a mega yes mega junior it is sanity abusu a kire wadwin macrow papa